Hello, welcome to Mat Pilates. Welcome to the virtual Y. My name is Ellen. Today in our practice, we're gonna stay down on the mat. We only need one prop today. Grab a little ball if you've got a small ball. And we'll start with a stretch in mermaid pose. So bending both knees, both feet off to the right, knees to the left, and then adjust your stagger of your legs so that it feels a little more comfortable to sit like this. If it's not comfortable, you can sit up on a yoga block if you want to put a block under your left hip, and that'll create a little more space in the right hip. Otherwise, we'll warm up. So a little tuck to the chin, stretch the back of your neck, and then lift your chin, and we'll stretch the front. Beautiful, tall right ear to right shoulder, left ear to left shoulder. Tall, and then let's do a little rotation. Turn your neck to gaze over right shoulder, and then left. Beautiful. All right. So hands to heart. Tuck your chin, flex a bit, and then inhale, reach up, gaze up, lift. Little extension. Beautiful, release. Little turn to the right, and then a turn to the left. Let's pause off to the left here. Mermaid twist, so get a little more length on that right hip. A little more length in general to the body as you lift and turn over left shoulder. Gaze over left shoulder. Up on the fingertips or down on the elbows. Right hand can reach a little bit beyond your left. So to come tall, let's reach the right arm a little longer. Rotate ribs forward and up. Side stretch, right hand to the right foot. Left arm reaches, lean back. Body tall, right arm reaches. Fold your body over your left thigh. And take a pause here. All again. Let's do that 2 more times with a little more flow. Reach up, inhale. Exhale to heart. Little twist right and then left. Forward again, left hand reaches. Lean back to the right. Inhale, tall, right arm reaches. Body folds over left leg. And tall. One more. Inhale, reach up. And heart. Inhale, twist right, then left. Forward again. Left arm reaches, lean back. Inhale, tall, right arm reaches, body folds over left thigh. Beautiful. Back to center. Plant your hands off to the left, and this time we'll extend both legs. Step on back to a high plank. Lower the seat so it's in line with your spine, and if it's sagging down, lift it. If it's high, line it up, and then we'll point and flex. Point, flex. 2 more. Beautiful. Point and flex. Come down to your knees, and we'll take child's pose. Seat to heels. Forehead and chest to floor. Stretch your hands forward. Beautiful. Come on back. Let's find mermaid on the other side. So on your right seat, knees bent, both feet off to the left this time. Stagger the legs, find a comfortable seat. Pop a block under the right hip if you need. Hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Beautiful, the heart, and a little twist left. And then twist right, pause and hold. So we're gonna hold this one. Mermaid twist or stag if you wanna come down to the elbows. Left hand reaches beyond the right. A little stretch up that side as we turn ribs forward. Reach up, come tall. Left hand to the left foot, right arm reaches, leaning back. Tall, left arm reaches, body folds over right thigh. Beautiful, back to center. 2 more with flow. Inhale, sky. Exhale, heart. Inhale, twist left, then right. Forward again, right arm reaches, leaning back. Left arm reaches, body folds over right thigh. And tall. Last one here. Hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Twist left, then right. Right arm reaches, leaning back. And tall. Left arm reaches, body folds over right thigh. Beautiful. Back to center. Plant hands off to the right. This time hands and knees. Tabletop position. Push hands into the earth and pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Lift your neck in line with spine. And extend the right leg back. So the toes tuck under, and then lift that right leg parallel to the earth. So really push into the earth with your hands more into the right to reach left arm forward. And we'll point and flex a bit here, spinal balance. And then we'll point the toe, lift the leg and the arm, gaze forward, inhale. Exhale, tuck and round. So you can bring the knee to the elbow under your body and inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, tuck and round. One more inhale, reach. Exhale, tuck and round. Beautiful. Back to the hands and the knees. Push into the earth, shoulders down and back. Other side, left leg reaches back and lifts. We'll press into the left hand to reach right arm forward. Point, flex. Beautiful. Now we'll point and lift. Find that extension, that back bend. Inhale. Exhale, tuck and round, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend and arch. Exhale, tuck and round. One more inhale, extend and reach. Tuck and round. Beautiful. Right on back to the middle. Let's find a down dog. Toes under. Seat lifts, legs extend. Stretch those hamstrings. So pedal your feet. Get a little more stretch there. Strong arms, so push your hands into the earth. Point your toes, lift your heels. Pull your seat away from your crown. Beautiful. So hold postural strength here as you bend your knees to hover over the earth, and then extend back up to down dog. Heels lower, heels lift. Brace abs as you bend knees, hover and bear. Beautiful. Downward facing dog. Point and lift those heels. Bend the knees, hover. Beautiful. Down dog. One more. Point toes, bend knees, hover. Beautiful. Downward facing dog. Nice. Let's bring our body down into a high plank now. So if you just keep your feet and your hands planted, you might have to step feet back a little bit. So we want wrists beneath shoulders. Kind of depends on how long your limbs are. Point and flex a bit here. Beautiful. So here's our high plank. Down dog, seat lifts. Point toes, high plank. Flex feet. Seat lifts, down dog. Point toes, 3 more. Find that high plank, flex feet. Lift seat, it rhymes. Point toes, high plank, flex feet. Lift seat, down dog. Last one here, point toes. Find that high plank. Now we'll bend our knees, seat back toward heels. Extend out to high plank. 4 more, bend, back to bear, extend, high plank. 3 more, bend, extend. 2 more, bend, extend. Last one, then we'll take a pause. Find that bear, high plank. To the knees, to child's pose. Let's roll those wrists. Move that seat side to side. 1 more breath here. Beautiful. Inhale, come tall. All right, moving on, let's switch muscle groups. So we've been working shoulders and postural muscles. Now we'll come to seated. Sit up nice and tall. Lengthen and lift. So push down into your sitting bones and stretch tall to your crown. Arms straight ahead. Curl back, tail tucks. Roll on back all the way down. Full body stretch. All right, arms down by your sides. Bend your knees, plant your feet, and we'll set imprint here. So stretch the back of your neck a little bit longer. Same thing with that low spine, those 2 little curves in our spine. We're thinking about making those a little more neutral. And then squeeze your abdominal muscles. Give your abs a squeeze. Squeeze your abdominals and your bladder control muscles. Everything you can find, from the rib cage to the pelvic floor, 100% squeeze, squeeze. All those muscles together. Set that into your muscle memory. And now we'll release, relax. All right, grab that little ball between the knees. Bend the knees, plant the feet, set that imprint. Engage your pelvic floor, 30 to 40%. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, bridge, lift your hips. Hips lift up. And then at the top, set your form. So lengthen your neck and then move your heels beneath your knees. Squeeze the ball, inch your heels in 1 more little step. Keep squeezing that ball to engage your inner thighs and pulse your hips toward the ceiling. Little pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower almost all the way down. Inhale. Exhale, lift all the way up. 2 more like that. Inhale, almost all the way down. Squeeze the ball all the way up. 1 more inhale, almost all the way down. Exhale, all the way up. Beautiful. Lower it on down. Hug the knees. Set that ball aside for a moment. Let's just do a few clamshells. Ways to loosen up those muscles. Inner thighs, clamshells. Extend your legs up. Stretch the hamstrings. Beautiful. All right, ball between knees. Bend knees, plant feet. Set that imprint position, lengthen, engage. Deep breath through the nose. On the exhale, bridge, lift your hips. At the top, walk those shoulders under, lengthen the neck. Squeeze in on the ball, little pulses. So as you lift your bridge and hold your bridge, squeeze continuously over and over again on the ball like you're trying to pop it over and over again. And you can set your pace. Here's a timer. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips high. Lower almost all the way down. Inhale. Exhale, lift all the way up. Inhale, almost all the way down. Squeeze ball. 1 more. Exhale, all the way up. Beautiful. All the way down. Hug the knees. Any stretch you need here. Could be clamshells. Could be stretching your hamstrings. Beautiful. Bend your knees, plant your feet. Here's another good one. Tip your knees side to side. Let's get a little hip rotation in there. Beautiful. Back to center. All right, a little more bridging here. Ball between knees. Bend knees, plant feet. Set imprint. Engage. Inhale. Exhale, bridge. Lift your hips. At the top, set your form. Beautiful. All right, so hips are high. Squeeze the ball with your knees. Press into your left foot. Extend the right leg. Lower your bridge and lift your bridge. Beautiful. 2 more. Lower and lift. 1 more. Lower bridge. Lift bridge. Plant the right foot. Reset at the top here. Extend your left leg. Lower bridge. Lift bridge. 2 more. Lower and lift. 1 more. Lower and lift. Plant both feet. Lift hips. Lower down. Beautiful. Hug knees. All right. Let's place that ball between our knees. We'll switch muscle groups. So we were working posterior chain, and we'll come back to those muscles in 2 different ways, but we'll switch to front body for a bit here. Same starting position though. So ball between knees so your thighs stay parallel. Squeeze in on the ball. You'll get that inner thigh engagement. Lengthen the back of your neck. Set the imprint. Inhale. On the exhale, curl up. Shoulder blades lift up off the mat. Chin untucked so the neck is long. So it's not a tucking and an untucking of the chin. Find a nice position for the neck to just be long, and then squeeze your abs in little pulses. Flex, flex, and that'll lift your shoulder blades, your whole upper body in little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that curl up. Pause. Beautiful. So we'll add on to that. 1 more movement here. Set imprint. Engage. Inhale. Exhale, curl up. Lengthen that neck. Hold your curl up. Move your shoulder blades to the right. Little side crunch. So just little pulses toward the right. Maximize effort here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Over to the left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Lower it down. Can you feel it a little more in the sides there as we do those little side crunches? So we'll do 1 more set like that with a curl up, but we'll go back and forth, right to left. So set imprint. Engage, squeeze ball, deep breath. Exhale, curl up, shoulder blades lift, chin untucks. Right, then left. Right and left. Right and left. Right and left. 4 more. Right, left, right, left. 2 more. Right, left, right, left. Beautiful. Back to center. Set that ball aside. Full body stretch. Just lengthen and reach. Stretch into your abs, your hip flexors, your side bodies. Just reach and stretch. Point flex. Beautiful. All right. Arms down by your sides. Find that ball again. Ball between knees, but new starting position. Tabletop position. So with a bend in our knees, about 90-degree bend, you can have a different hip angle here. So you could move your thighs towards you, or you can move your thighs away from you, but let's just start with knees right above hips. Lower legs parallel to earth. Set an imprint. Engage. Notice as you exhale, thighs move away from you. It's a little hard to imprint, isn't it? So focus on that imprint. Bring your thighs back towards you. It gets a little easier. Inhale where it's easy. Exhale as they move away from you. So you've got some power to draw those thighs back in. Inhale when they come to your chest. Move them away from you. Exhale. So find your range of motion here where you can still imprint. Find that challenge zone and pause. Pause where it's hard. Extend your legs long and then bend your knees. Beautiful. 4 more like that. Extend your legs long. Bend your knees. 3 more. Really imprint. Extend and bend. 2 more. Extend and bend. Inhale. Last one. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Beautiful. Take a little pause here. Take a break. You could plant your feet, tip your knees side to side, full body stretch, whatever kind of stretch feels good. Beautiful. All right, so we'll move on, working just a little more complexity into the movements here using tabletop. So it's fine tabletop to start. Set the imprint, engage, arms down by sides. Inhale, exhale, curl up, shoulder blades lift, chin untucks. Legs extend long, arms do too, but arms go overhead. As you exhale, sweep your arms out to the sides and then down to your ankles. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tuck and sweep. 3 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tuck and sweep. 2 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tuck. Last one. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tuck. Beautiful. Plant those feet. Take that little pause. Lovely. Okay, we'll set the ball aside and find tabletop positions. We're gonna move our legs independently now, so no ball needed here, but find that tabletop to start. Arms down by your sides, set imprint, engage, inhale. Exhale, curl up. Shoulder blades lift, chin untucks. Right leg extends long, lowers down to the earth. Left knee comes into chest. Reach for your ankle on the bent leg. So we're really tucking and we're really stretching that right leg long and low. Focusing on imprint, switch. Same thing every time. Really nail that length, nail that tuck. Switch and switch. Switch and switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Set that curl up down. Tapping on abs might feel good too. You could do a full body stretch. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna add on, make that a little more complex. This time we'll bend our elbows. So adding rotation, when we add rotation to that single leg stretch, it becomes a bicycle. So set that imprint, engage, inhale. Exhale, curl up, shoulder blades lift, chin untucks, right leg long, lowers down, left knee to chest. Rotate torso toward the bent leg, really nail that rotation, and then switch and switch. Notice that pause, that's so we can nail it. Switch, switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Back to center. Stretch it out. Let's roll onto the left side body. Head can rest on your left arm. Draw your right heel back to your seat, and we'll just stretch that hip flexor. You can create a little abdominal stretch too. Press your right foot into your right hand. A little more lift, a little more back bend, a little more hip stretch there. Beautiful. Hug your right knee into your chest. Roll onto your back. Drop that right hip open. Beautiful. Cross the right knee over to left. Right arm opens out to the side and we'll drop into a twist. So keep your shoulder blades on the mat, but drop your right knee toward left. Ease in. Turn your neck to gaze toward the right. Beautiful. Back to center. And we'll roll onto that right side body. Head can rest on the arm here. Can bend that right knee for stability. Left hand reaches back for left foot. Press your left foot into your left hand. Create a little more chest stretch, shoulder stretch, hip stretch, abdominal stretch. Beautiful. Release. Draw that left knee into chest. Roll onto your back. Left hip drops open. Inhale. Left knee crosses over to the right. Right hand holds the knee and we'll drop the right knee toward the left and open the left arm out to the left. Drop the left knee toward the right. Left arm out to the left. I don't know if I said that correctly. So we're turning the neck to gaze toward the arm. The knee is away from the arm. Beautiful. Back to center. All right, so let's come on to our front body. So as promised, we're coming back to the back body work, the posterior chain. We'll do some back extensions. So we could use our little ball if we have a ball, and we'll put the ball between our feet and extend the legs long. So this should give us something to hold on to. If you don't have a little ball, you could use a yoga block. The fun thing about the ball is that it kind of creates a little bit of instability. So that just adds a little more challenge to what we're gonna do here. Gives us something to squeeze and it keeps our hips neutral. So we'll use the ball, if we've got the ball, to add that instability and then control the stability. But elbows beneath shoulders, push your elbows down into the earth. Plant your forearms parallel to each other here. Squeeze the ball with your inner ankles and your knees should be lifted off the mat. So hold that energy here, gaze forward. You feel lots of energy all the way down your back body. Pull the shoulder blades down the back ribs. So keep squeezing that ball. Bend your knees. Slow heel pull. Extend your legs. Long. Beautiful. 4 more like that. Bend the knees. Stabilize that little ball. Extend. Beautiful. 3 more. Hold that energy in your back body. Bend and extend. 2 more. Bend those knees. Heel pull and extend. Feel it in those hamstrings. 1 more. Bend the knees. Extend the legs. Beautiful. Release, relax. All right, we can set that ball aside. Just relax those legs here. So now we'll be able to work our legs independently. So, ball's rolling around. Let's come down, bend your elbows, stack your hands, rest your forehead on your hands, elbows wide. Now our feet are hips width apart and we can move them separately. So separate your toes, press your toenails into the mat, but stretch your toes away from your hips. Kind of think like you're trying to stretch your mat a little longer. So feel the kneecaps lift, squeeze your seat. Lift your upper body away from your toes. Lift your legs off the mat as well. Beautiful. So lower your right elbow and your left leg, and then switch back to center, lower your left elbow and your right leg. So we're rotating. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift it all up back at center, lower it all down, and relax. Beautiful. All right, come on up to your hands and your knees. Tabletop position. Take a moment just in neutral. On the inhale, little belly drop. On the exhale, tuck and round. So counter stretch for those back body muscles. You might take seat toward heels if that feels good. You can do cow cat, little tuck arch if that feels better. Inhale and exhale a couple times here to stretch out that back. Beautiful. Come on back to the hands and the knees. Push into the earth with your hands. Pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Let's extend the right leg back so the toes tuck under. Lift the right leg parallel to the earth. So stay energized and engaged here. Bring your right toes down to touch off to the left, and then lift that leg, touch down to the right. So lift, touch down left, lift and arc, touch down right. 3 more to the left, lift to the right, 2 more. Over to the left, lift and arc. Over to the right. Last one, lift and arc. To the left, to the right. Back to center. Hands and knees. We'll do the other side. Push hands down, pull shoulders away from ears. Lift neck. Left leg extends back, so stay braced. Lift your left leg parallel to the earth. Left leg lifts a little higher. Toes touch the floor. Over to the right. Lift and arc as high as you can. Over to the left. Lift and arc. Over to the right. Lift and arc. Over to the left. 3 more. Slow, fluid movement. Try not to rush. Stabilize the pelvis. See if you can get only that leg bone to move. Beautiful. Last one here. To the left. Lift. To the right. Back to center. Release. How about a downward facing dog? Lift your seat, extend your legs, pedal your feet. Beautiful. A little more stretch here. So working toward that final stretch. While we're in down dog, let's just extend that right leg up toward the sky. Split dog, and then bend the right knee. Drop your right hip open. We'll come back to our down dog. Extend your left leg to the sky. So push hands into the earth, reach the leg away from where your hands are pressing. Stable, strong shoulders. Bend your left knee, open your left hip. Beautiful. Downward dog. Point toes, lift heels, brace abs, bend knees. Hover, 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 and lower it down. Beautiful. Let's roll those wrists. Big arm circle up, back and down, up, over and down. Beautiful. Release. All right, last movement here. We'll use curl backs and roll backs to get ourselves into one last final stretch. So a little bit of work, then our final stretch. Bend your knees, plant your feet. Sit up nice and tall. Shoulders down and back, arms straight ahead, door frame arms. So shoulders down the back ribs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl back. Take a little pause here where it's challenging to support your body weight. Inhale. Exhale, realign and lift. Arms raise. Exhale, curl back, arms scoop. Inhale, raise. Beautiful. 3 more. Exhale, curl back. Inhale, lift. 2 more. Exhale, curl it back. Inhale, lift. Last one. Exhale, curl it back. Inhale, lift. Beautiful. Nice and long and tall at the top, palms together. On the exhale, as you curl back, bend your elbows, bring your hands below your belly button. Inhale, tall. Now we'll do that same movement, but rotate toward the right. So hands come to the right hip. Inhale, tall, hands to the left hip on this curl back. Inhale, tall, beautiful. Same movement, center, curl back, and tall. Curl back to the right, and tall. Curl back to the left, and tall, beautiful. One more set to center, and tall, to the right, add that rotation, and tall, to the left, and tall, beautiful. Lengthen and lift. Exhale, curl back, one more bone at a time to the mat, lower down, and reach. Beautiful. All right, final stretch here. Bend your knees, plant your feet. Let's extend right leg up towards sky, point flex and circle. Right hand can support the right leg. Drop your long right leg out to the right, and you can lower your left knee out to the left. Just a little more stretch for that right leg. A little more focus there, point and flex. Beautiful, back to center. And let's switch, plant your right foot, extend your left leg. Left leg drops out to the left, right knee drops out to the right. Find a good stretch for inner thigh and hamstring. Beautiful, back to center, both legs up. Flex both feet. Arms can raise parallel to the legs, but let the shoulders drop down into the mat. Happy baby, just a nice stretch here. Bend your knees, open your legs. Hands can hold whatever they can reach. Might be the feet, might be the ankles. Breathing. You can experiment with holding inner edge of foot, outer edge of foot, big toes, ankles. It all feels a little different. And I like rocking. It just gives a little massage. Beautiful. Hug the knees. Plant the feet. Knees together, feet together, arms open out to the sides. Drop your knees to the right. Turn your neck to the left. Just take a little pause here. Feel that side stretch, kind of up the abs, and then extend your left arm next to your head to get a little more stretch on that left side. Beautiful, back to center. Left arm out to the sides. Now drop your knees to the left. Turn your neck to the right, and you could take that right arm next to head. Give a little bit more side stretch there. Beautiful, back to center. All right, hug knees, rock a little side to side if you like. I like to use that little tucked shape to roll on the length of my spine. Come on up to seated. If you like a little rocking and rolling, you can roll a few times up and down. Massage the back body. We'll come on up to seated. Any comfortable seat, and we'll end our practice today with 3 long deep breaths, just to trigger a little relaxation response. So think oxygen in, carbon dioxide out. Deep breath, inhale, and out. 2 more, deep breath, and out. Biggest breath yet, inhale, and out. Good practice today, friends. My name is Ellen. Thank you for being with me here today on the virtual Y. If you're joining on YouTube, check out ymcanorth.org/virtual-Y, or just ymcanorth.org, and check us out, $9.99 a month, and you'll get unlimited access to all the classes we offer. So just a little sampling every day on YouTube. I'm here Tuesdays and Thursdays for Pilates. So until next time, practice, be well.
I'm Sarah, and this is Cardio Dance. Are you guys ready to work out? Let's do it.
I woke up feeling like this gon' be my day. I got that poppin' fire every step I take. Living that wild life.
Through the bag. Go. That's where we want to go.
Last 10 seconds. I'm right here with you. Let's do it. Welcome to the Y. My name is Erin. I'm Jennifer. My name is Linda.
My name is Tommy, and today we're going to do a quick step routine.
We feeling like we can conquer the world today?
I wish you all could smell it. It smells so good.
Time. We get stronger in my world. We're going to do it again.
We'll see you again. Keep working hard. You did awesome.